What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update, fourth stimulus check update, and daily news. It's Casual Tuesday as it's 80 degrees outside. Our son Julian is outside playing with grandma and mama, and I got my casual shirt on for all the doubters that says, not a Democrat, not a Republican, entrepreneur. I actually had this shirt for several years now. I was using this shirt a couple times when I filmed some of my how to start your own Amazon business. And it's true. I had this shirt before I even started stimulus. Because the reality of it is I don't agree with the Democrats all the time, and I don't agree with the Republicans all the time. And I'm an independent. I'm a realist. So I got my. I don't think you'll be able to see it the whole time, but I got my Democrat, not Republican / entrepreneur shirt on for this video. In this video, we got lots to talk about. We got some people are missing payments. 2 million people in one state alone are not getting their stimulus checks. This could affect them for the next upcoming package. For the naysayers who think that there won't be a fourth stimulus check, I know there's people that said there wouldn't be a second stimulus check and they were wrong. There's people that said there wouldn't be a third stimulus check and they were wrong. And now there's people saying there won't be a fourth stimulus check. And well, I literally got the proof for you that they can already, they already set this up. And also for the people that are getting wrong information from other places that think they can't pass a reconciliation bill, they can't pass the next stimulus package, the infrastructure package, with the reconciliation process until October. Yeah, I got brand new proof on that. That unfortunately, that information that you heard from another source is just completely wrong. We got lots of stimulus to talk about today, including an expansion of Medicare that the Democrats want to do that just might give you extra benefits for free. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on updates on the upcoming fourth round of stimulus, because there is a lot of different things on the table for the new fourth round of stimulus. And President Biden has already started it with 3 mini rounds of student loan forgiveness. Number one, $1 billion. He canceled a student loan forgiveness for people who have been defrauded by their school or their school closed on them. Round number two was $1.3 billion for people with student loans that have permanent disabilities and a couple qualifications. Round number three was pausing the payments, interest, and also the garnishments for people with certain statuses as well, for over 1 million students for round number three. We're expecting at least $10,000 to $50,000 of student loan forgiveness for everybody in the near future. That's just one of the things in the fourth round of stimulus that we are expecting a lot more of in the future. Don't forget to hit the like button and let's jump right in. First up, Senator Bernie Sanders, who says he's an independent, but really he's on the Democratic side, is pushing with other Democrats for a Medicare expansion with extra benefits to the Medicare program and expanding it to different age groups. So that is something that is a very real possibility here for the next stimulus package, the infrastructure package, which honestly, I've been calling it is what it is from the get-go. It's an infrastructure / stimulus package. It's not just infrastructure, and very likely there will be multiple different stimulus provisions, such as this one, which has really just come on the table now, of expanding the Medicare eligibility, the age brackets, and also expanding the benefits to Medicare in this next infrastructure package. Congressional Democrats and the Biden administration are planning another round of healthcare initiatives, aka part of the stimulus, that could include lowering the Medicare eligibility age following their major expansion of the Affordable Care Act this year. Democrats are still negotiating over which healthcare policy elements could be in the second of the proposals for the infrastructure package that will be announced soon, according to congressional aides and industry groups. The package is likely to contain measures to reduce prescription drug prices and expand health coverage of the Medicare program. Proposals to expand Medicare eligibility from age 65 down to age 60 and to enable federal government to negotiate prescription drug prices in the health program for seniors, both of which President Biden supported on the campaign trail, are likely to be included. 85% of Democrats and 69% of Republicans favor lowering the Medicare age to as young as age 50, according to a poll taken in 2019 by the Kaiser Family Foundation. Almost 80% of people say that the cost of prescription drugs is unreasonable, according to the same study. Senator Bernie Sanders says, quote, "We're talking about physical infrastructure, affordable housing. We're talking about transforming our energy system to deal with climate change. We're also talking about human infrastructure. In the rescue plan, we were able to take a major step forward in lowering childhood poverty. Very important. Now I want to deal with issues facing seniors as well." Bernie Sanders goes on to say, "Right now, what I want to focus on is the fact that there is an enormous crisis facing seniors who are unable to get dental care, hearing aids, and optical care or eye care that they need. And it'll be interesting to see if they can expand Medicare to include dental care, hearing aids, and optical care or eye care, going to the eye doctor, in this next infrastructure package." And as you know, going to the eye doctor or going to the hearing doctor, hearing aids alone are thousands and thousands of dollars. And going to the dentist, if you don't have dental coverage, can just be hundreds of dollars for any old appointment when you go to the dentist. Let me know. You guys know the cost of this stuff. Do you think this should be included in Medicare going forward? This is something that Bernie Sanders and the Democrats are now pushing to be included in the fourth round of stimulus, basically in this next infrastructure package. By the time all is said and done, we're going to see multiple different stimulus provisions like this that literally, and just this one alone for Medicare expansion, could lower the age of Medicare and could also include dental care, hearing aids, and optical care or eye care. That alone could mean thousands of dollars in your pocket, and it could mean that you'd be able to go to see these doctors and dentists a lot more than the average person who doesn't have coverage goes to see them. So yeah, this is again one more thing that's on the horizon for the fourth stimulus check, fourth stimulus package. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Over 2 million people in California alone are in what they're calling this new stimulus gap that you might not get your stimulus checks because of this. We're going to talk about what this is. And again, this is not just for California. This is for all states. But there's up to 2.2 million people, they're saying, in California alone that could be caught in this stimulus gap and not be receiving their stimulus checks. As you can see here, more than 2 million Californians have fallen into a stimulus gap, which they are entitled to money from the COVID relief programs, the stimulus checks, but haven't yet received it. And they may be in danger of never collecting the money, according to a new report. Since April 2020, three payments totaling $3,200 per person have been sent to qualifying Americans. Of the 2.2 million Californians in this so-called stimulus gap, 1.4 million of them may have missed out on all three rounds of their payments. Let me know if this is you. I see you guys commenting this in the comments. Those who did not file their state taxes in 2018 but not in 2019, an estimated 424,000 Californians alone are at risk of not receiving their second and third stimulus check payments. So basically, if you haven't received your, just go with your first and your second stimulus check. And if you haven't received those, so number one, if you didn't receive first and second stimulus checks, it could be because you're claimed as a dependent. If somebody claims you as a dependent, you didn't get the first and second stimulus check. But you can actually go back and get that by filing a 2020 tax return for you and for the person who claims you as a dependent. Have them not claim you as a dependent, and then you file a tax return, and then the IRS knows you weren't filed as a dependent, and you can get those stimulus checks filed on line 30 of a tax return. So yes, you can actually retroactively go back and claim that $1,200 and that $600, $1,800 You can thank me later if you learn that information just from me now. And so if you were dependent, an adult dependent or a college student dependent, and you didn't get the first two because you were dependent, you can change that by filing a 2020 tax return or an amended 2020 tax return and file yourself not as a dependent. Of course, the other person has to not claim you as a dependent, but then you'll get to $1,800. If you didn't receive the first and second and the third stimulus check and you're not a dependent, it could be because the IRS just doesn't have any information on you. So if you want to go back and claim those, you'll need to file a simplified tax return. You can just go on Google and type in IRS free file. You'll come to an IRS page where you can file a free tax return, and you can then claim the first stimulus check, the second stimulus check, and the third stimulus check, which is $3,200 per person. Okay, so to do this, just file a tax return and on line 30, put the amount that's owed to you in stimulus money. So again, that could be up to $3,200. I still see people that say, I didn't get the second stimulus check, or I didn't get the first one, or I didn't get all of them. And well, this is how you can claim it. You're going to have to file a tax return. There's no other way to get this money. It's free money, and just go ahead and do it, and just go through the steps on the IRS website to claim this money, because you're owed this money, but the IRS has to have information on you to send you the money. If they don't have information on you and Social Security or the VA didn't give it to them, they have no way to send you the money or no way to even know about you. So this is how you can get the $3,200 per person. Okay, next up, I'm still seeing comments from people that say they can't use the reconciliation process to pass the infrastructure slash stimulus package until October. And that's just wrong information. Whoever told you that, you need to stop listening to them, because they don't know what they're talking about, unfortunately. I'm going to prove it to you right now. And I'm also seeing a lot of comments from people that are saying there won't be a fourth stimulus check. There never will be. And this is just people's opinion. They just don't think there's going to be one. Honestly, I've been seeing comments like this for months. All summer, I've seen people say there won't be a second stimulus check. There won't be a third stimulus check. And we got a second one. We got a third one, and now they're literally setting the stage for the fourth stimulus check. So number one, first things first, is that yes, the Democrats are pushing for a fourth stimulus check to be included. And when all is said and done, we probably will see at least a fourth stimulus check included. There's around about 100 different Democrats now between the House and the Senate, all pushing for a fourth stimulus check. As you can see here, this article is a few days old, and it's just for the House. Fourth stimulus check is now proposed by 60 different legislators in Congress, all Democrats. The fourth stimulus check has two new bill proposals, one by Senator Ed Markey and Elizabeth Warren, to push President Joe Biden for $2,000 monthly stimulus checks. As you can see here, in this letter signed by 21 different Senate lawmakers, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, they're pushing President Biden to include monthly stimulus payments in this next package until the pandemic is over, and an automatic extension to unemployment insurance until the pandemic is over as well. We also have another bill proposal by Michigan Representative Rashida Tlaib and Representative Jayapal for a one-time $2,000 stimulus check and then $1,000 monthly recurring payments until 1 year after the pandemic. The lowest amount that we're seeing for the next stimulus check through the Democrats and through proposals is $2,000. We know that President Biden had the largest stimulus check yet to date. It was more than double the largest stimulus check for children, and it did include adult dependents and college students this time around. So by three different measures, the third stimulus check was the largest yet to date. And really, that was just President Biden's first stimulus package. Well, they have now set the stage to pass this next package, the infrastructure slash stimulus package, with a reconciliation process, which means the Democrats can pass it completely on their own. As you can see here, the Senate parliamentarian has ruled that the Democrats can bypass the Senate filibuster on two more bills this year. And this is exactly what I reported to you last year, or last week, I should say. As you can see here, the Senate parliamentarian ruled on Monday that Democrats can use these special budgetary rules, aka the reconciliation process, to avoid the filibuster on two more pieces of legislation this year. setting the stage for President Biden's infrastructure package to pass in two different packages with simple majority votes. So again, the Senate parliamentarian has just ruled that the Democrats can use reconciliation process two more times this year to pass this next infrastructure package. They don't need to wait till October, which is when they get another reconciliation process to use. So really they can use three different reconciliation processes this year, two before October, one after October. And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that there's another provision in the laws, and I went over this previously, that they can actually go back and amend budget reconciliation processes as well, which really sets the stage for, hey, we can use two more now, one after October. And then if we need to use more, we actually can go back and amend those bills, those budget reconciliation process bills. We can amend them, and that basically counts as another free pass to use reconciliation process because you can go back and amend it. So for example, they can go back after they use the reconciliation process several times and they've used up their reconciliation processes for the year. Let's just say that happens. They can go back and amend one of those. So what they can do is they can go back to the third stimulus check package as an example, and they can amend the, say, $1,400 stimulus check, and they can amend it to, just as an example, $2,400 and give you an additional $1,000 stimulus check. Or they can amend it to $3,400. So they just go back, they vote on it, they vote to say, yeah, we're going to just change the wording in that bill from $1,400 to $3,400 to give you guys an additional $2,000 stimulus check. So yeah, the Democrats have already set the stage to, number one, pass the next package on their own again without Republican support, which means they're going to pass it. It's just a matter of if and when and the details. And number two is that they can use this process several more times. And number three, we already have like 100 Democrats pushing for not just one stimulus check in the next package, but for monthly recurring stimulus checks until the pandemic is over. That's kind of best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we might see just a fourth stimulus check, a single stimulus check put in this package before all is said and done. Personally think it will be at least probably $2,000. That's the lowest number that I'm seeing anywhere on all the proposals. But we're also seeing a lot of other things: Medicare expansion, more mortgage and rental assistance. We're seeing student loan forgiveness and possible more student loan forgiveness. We just seen in this video that Bernie Sanders says he wants to focus on the seniors, that we focused on the parents with the child income tax credit in the last bill. Now we want to focus on seniors, so that could mean more Medicare expansion, more Medicare benefits. That could mean the $200 per month Social Security boost. In addition, they're also talking about increasing the child income tax credits for more than 1 year in this next package as well. So that could mean that they go and expand that for 2, 3, 4 more years, which again, that's stimulus, literally a child income tax credits that the IRS is setting up to pay you in monthly increments or monthly stimulus payments instead of getting it as a one lump sum of $3,000 to $3,600 per year, possibly paid monthly increments of $250 to $300 per month per child. They're looking to expand that for more than just 1 year. So remember, before this and for 2020, if you've already done or if you're doing your 2020 tax returns, President Trump made that child income tax credit $2,000. So make sure you claim that on your 2020 tax returns, 2019, 2020. He increased that, I think it was back in 2017. You could fact check me on that, but it's 2017 or 2019 that President Trump increased that to $2,000. Now Biden has increased that to $3,000 for children over 6 and $3,600 for children under the age of 6. So the stage is set for the next stimulus package, the infrastructure slash stimulus package. And really, it's just a matter of time and details now for the fourth stimulus check package. So good news is on the horizon. I'll keep you up to date on everything. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. This way you won't miss out on updates on the upcoming round of stimulus. As man, there's a lot of different provisions on the way or being talked about or proposals for the fourth round. And it's probably going to be a lot more than just a stimulus check. We have all these other things on the horizon. So I'll keep you up to date on all of them. Make sure to subscribe down below and then click the bell icon to all notifications to get reminder notifications when we go live with new videos. The next two videos tonight will be 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, so don't miss out as I will have more information for you. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.